So, this message is for entertainment purposes only. Have you ever been placed in a position where you are being practically forced or strong armed into using those three words before you begin any message? That is what is happening today for a lot of people who possess the ability to speak divine truths. Many of these platforms are able to recognize the divine frequency behind people's voices. This is a natural detection that they have curated. Many beings have studied the projections and the sounds of people's voices, and they've come to recognize that certain people have the ability to produce sound waves that will activate and awaken things in others, especially here in the age of Aquarius, which is the age of I know. For the oracles, the high priest, the high priestess out there, you receive divine messages straight from the Most High Mother and Father and the higher realms. These divine messages have been kept silent and tucked away for many, many centuries now, and only known by the powers that were who had direct access to our ancient texts and scripts, which was stolen from the original people of this earth. So when you come forward and you deliver divine messages, a lot of times you may say the exact same thing that someone else has said or far less offensive, and your page will be struck. You will get a strike, you will get a warning, you will get something that will signify these beings telling you, stop speaking, tread lightly. This is not because of what you are saying, it's because of the impact that you have through your vocal cords and your ability to touch beyond surface layers. I'm talking about you touch to the soul and the core of people with your communication. You have what is considered to be the God frequency. So some of you may have experienced situations in your life where people will come to you and they'll say, wow, what you said to me really changed me. What you said to me really helped me. And you'll be thinking to yourself, well, what exactly did I say? In your mind, you barely said anything at all. But it was not about what you said. It was about the tone in your projection. When you speak, it comes from a higher divine source. You are the purified vessel. You are the purified temple that's going to receive messages that will hit that drum. You're sounding drums out here, chosen, divine beings, high priest, high priestess. This is no longer the time to sit silent on those divine messages that you are receiving. And so when you speak, everybody stops to listen because your voice has that much power. Even in biblical texts, it was said that the voice of Jesus would have been like the sound of many waters, which means that it projected near and far. It travels. Your voice travels. It has sound waves and frequencies that other people do not possess. And the powers that were are terrified of that ability. They have studied to be able to have that type of divine presence in their speaking. It's called oratory. Oratory. If you've heard of it, look it up. It began in ancient Greece, where they was studying the art of public speaking so that they could persuade people to do what they wanted them to do. But they could never have the impact that a divine being naturally has, because that projection, it is the original, it is authentic, it cannot be copied and it cannot be mimicked. And this is why many of you who possess this ability likely might have had speech impediments, or you might have been very shy, very afraid to speak certain truths. And so you might have been raised around a family that would hush you, or in a religion that would silence you. Regardless of the fact that you might have experienced certain traumas that silenced you. But regardless of the fact, that ability has been studied. You have been studied. Your voice, your tone has been studied to the point where many of these social media platforms have detectors. And they know that even though John is over there saying the same exact thing that you said, they know that John does not have that direct connection where he will be able to strike that drum. Remembering that the ear, let's talk about the structure of the ear itself. It has the eardrum. You also have the malleus, which is the hammer. Okay? You have the stapes, which is also known as a stirrup. Stape means stirrup. And that was used to mount horses, which the horse is the carrier. Okay? The horse is the carrier, the transporter, the one that gets things moving. And then you also have the incus. These are the three bones. The incus, which is also shaped like an anvil. And an anvil is the tool used to strike something, to shape something. You are out here shaping people's perception of this matrix. You are striking the drums within their minds. You are awakening something, and it's very loud. It's not because the projection of your voice is loud. It's because the frequency behind you is loud. It's powerful. These beings are very, very terrified. You also have a portion in your ear, which is also known as the auricle. Isn't that interesting? Known as the pinna auricle. Does that sound familiar? This is spelled Auricle. Whereas the oracle, the teacher, the high priestess that receives divine messages from the Most High, is spelled Oracle. These people have switched letters, used mind play to make you think that there's no direct connection, but it has all of the connection in the world. There is no separation of these things, but it's a matter of putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Only the divine beings are able to hear these divine messages, and we are considered to be the oracles that's going to bring forth divine truth. We are the true speakers, and there is an agenda to silence your voice. There is an agenda to keep you in a specific space. Okay, there's a comfort level for these beings. And once you begin to step out of that comfort level, they become afraid because they know that your voice travels, considering the ear canal, which is also known as a body of water, right? The canal is a body of water. You have an ear canal. Your voice travels like the sound of many waters. People will hear you, and they will hear the force behind what you are saying near and far. Sound waves over the canal. You carry divine messages, divine wisdom, and divine truth. And I would strongly suggest that you continue to bring forth these divine messages. Don't allow anyone to stop you. You see that people are out here saying things that are far more what they would consider to be offensive, being very detailed, calling names, and they're still able to post on their channels. They're still able to speak. But the moment that you begin to speak, chosen divine beings, oracles, you are being warned. You are receiving strikes, and there is a reason for that. Don't allow these beings to stop you from bringing forth these divine messages. They will be heard and they will be felt. The awakening is now. Visit earthgoddessadornments.com. This is not just jewelry. Each piece is handmade with genuine crystals, created for women who carry divine energy, beauty, and power. No two pieces are ever the same, because no two goddesses are the same. Every crystal is intentionally chosen to enhance your aura and elevate your spiritual vibration. This is spiritual adornment that meets class, beauty, and a bold modern edge, designed to move effortlessly from ritual to real life. Visit earthgoddessadornments.com and get your unique piece today.